This is Muse memes. The person behind Muse memes. Yes.
I love your memes.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're really great.
Yeah. Drones. 5 years of drones.
Yay!
Yeah. Yesterday it was the big day.
I don't have it with me. Aw.
I don't have
I just have the
CD
second
or
one, jacket.
me either. So,
Just have that.
Lily, what's your favorite song and why?
I don't know. From drones, I'd
Yes.
say it would be between like Reapers or Defector. These two ones. Or maybe I don't know. I can't remember the name because I'm stupid. But like The Globalist. I also love it.
Globalist. Yeah. And why those songs?
Why? I don't really know. Like with Muse, it's more about the feeling, and like I love the guitar parts of Reapers. Defector, I love like the message and the energy in it. And The Globalist, it's like the really long song, and I love very long and progressive songs. And I don't know, it's just about the feeling of it, and that's why I love all these three songs. But I can't say the whole album, but I wish I could.
Yeah. And how's for you, Millie? What is your favorite
I
song
like
on the album?
I like Psycho because it was one of the first songs by Muse that I heard, and it's like I just love dancing around and jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
Psycho is actually really old, you know. The riff. They played it.
I think.
think.
Yeah, it was like at the beginning of the 2000s. They thought of
Yes,
the riff,
yes,
but
yes.
they didn't use it.
Like
Yeah.
how in Matt was playing Butterflies and Hurricanes in the making of Showbiz.
Yeah. That period, of course. So Psycho, because what is so strong in Psycho?
It's just one of those songs that you just remember in your mind, like how it's got the drill sergeant in the back and he shouts, "Aye, sir."
Yeah.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, it's mine too.
It's your I want to go to you, Simona. Also Psycho your favorite song on drums?
Yeah, I like it because even if it's one of the singles of this album, and so everyone who listens to this album knows it, I really like the riff and also the meaning. And then I don't know, I think that I don't know, the part when I mean there is the but it makes me, I don't know, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that gives you like energy, and
Yes.
it's like empowering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also Reapers about its meaning, and The Globalist because I like long songs too.
Hey.
The longest song, 10 minutes long.
But if I have to say what's my really favorite of the album, I think it's Psycho.
Nice. And Alessandro, can I call you Alex? Or
Yeah, it's fine.
What's your favorite song on Drones?
My favorite one is one that's not being said yet, and it's Dead Inside.
Yes,
And
also.
First song on the album. Yeah,
I
why Dead
love
Inside?
Because it's different and really peculiar, like the drum riff, which is not really a riff, but the bass plays a riff over the drums.
Yeah,
and it's very distinctive, and I like it a lot. And then how it evolves in the bridge and the whole songs.
Nice.
And the Globalist is great.
Yeah. Last one, Natalia. What is your favorite song on Drones, and why?
I also think my favorite is Psycho, because it's maybe more hard than other Muse songs.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I don't know. I just like it.
You don't have to have so much things to say why you like it. Sometimes it's just the feeling of it.
But I also like rappers that inside, and I think always are good.
Yeah, thank. I think you all want to know my favorite song.
Yes.
Well, it's actually drones. No, it's getting of course. No, it's not drones.
It's not that bad. I like it, but just not my favorite.
We're gonna discuss it later in this video. But I think my favorite song is Body Handler or Reapers. One of the two, I think. Reapers because of the very I like the drum part in the beginning, or the intro, and then the Matt, Matt playing so great. I don't know how you call it.
It's tapping.
Tap,
Yeah, you call it
Thank you.
tapping.
I really
I
like
wasn't
it.
sure. Thank you.
Why should musers hate that song so much? Not all musers, of course, but a part of it.
I was gonna say, like, everyone doesn't like simulation theory. Like, I don't get that. Like,
I don't get
it's
it.
new and weird and very interesting. Like, there's always something somebody's gonna pick apart and say, I don't like that.
But
Just because it doesn't fit what they think Muse is.
Yeah. I'm pretty okay with that. I think that the whole simulation theory is being hated by fan is all of that. And Revolt has kind of a feeling close to simulation theory, maybe. So that's why people hate on it, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. What about drones? Good enough to end that album, or just a waste of time?
I think it's a good ending, but that's my point of view. I love like. Go on.
Yeah, go on. You were
No.
talking.
Sorry, I just like it because I like this kind of play with the voices and just like with nothing else. And I love that kind of things because I love to sing, and these kind of things like touch me. And I think it closes the album a bit more in something calm, and I think it's pretty good. But again, I don't know what you guys think.
I totally agree with that. So I like the way dance, and I also agree with you about the fact that Rebels is maybe the song that even if it's a good song, but maybe it's the one that is less on the it's maybe the most outsider of this album, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say about drones what you basically said after. So that's I love the big chorus. How when there are lots of voices, I like them a lot too, and I think the song drones is consistent, but of course it's different and not meant to be taken as the other song. That's why I don't see it at my least favorite, because it's just another thing and it's good in its own thing,
Melly, what do you think of drones and Revolt?
It's really different, like how the start where it's just killed by drones, but like really high pitched. Like it's just really interesting.
Yeah, I'm so agreeing with that.
Like when I listened to The Second Law, originally I went into it thinking, no, I don't like this album, just because I'd listened to a few songs of it. But then I thought about it and I was like, hold up, I really like Panic Station, and I really like Unsustainable. And then I like these songs, and I like all them songs, and then I end up just liking everything. I'm like, what am I doing now?
Yes, just yes.
That happened with Jones. I was like, I like Psycho, I like Dead Inside, I like Mercy, and I vibe. And then I listened to like more. I was like, oh, The Handler, oh, them.
Oh yeah. Yes, the Handler also. I really, really, really love that song. I don't know why, but it just has a feeling.
Yeah, it's like the strong meaning of the Handler. Yeah.
Well, I want to go to another song. We haven't talked about it. It's called Aftermath.
Yes.
Aftermath is a single, but it has never been played live. Matt said about some songs like Falling Away with You from Absolution and actually Genesis Part 2. Said about Falling Away with You, I can't play it live because it's too beautiful. And he said about actually Genesis Part 2, it's impossible to play it live. But why would he never have tried Aftermath in at least the Drones World Tour or just after that?
I don't really have an opinion on that. I'm going to be 100% honest because, as I said, I haven't been there a lot for a long time, so I don't know everything about all the songs they play live or don't. So I don't really know what to say about that.
Statement is, Drones is Original Symmetry 2. And let me explain. A lot of people think the music, not the theme, but the style of music is really the same because Origin and Drones both have a really rocky sound, progressive metal sound, hard rock sound. Origin is more space rock and Drones more hard rock, progressive rock. But what do you think? Is Drones is Original Symmetry 2, yes or no?
I don't think it is, considering the fact that Drones was made to like tell a story throughout the entirety of like the album.
It's a
So
concept
I don't
album.
think it would be. Yeah, I don't think it would be Origin of Symmetry Part 2.
Yeah.
It's just that's Muse's style, so obviously you'd think it's similar because it is Muse.
Like maybe the sound of it can be close. We can't really argue with that. There's some things that are close in the sound of it, but in the meaning, it's so different, I think. But like, I don't know. The whole concept of the album is like very linear, and I don't think you can really compare that to Origin of Symmetry.
Yeah, but still people think it's a ripoff.
Yeah, that's true. And then it's both albums are Muse albums, so it's true that the sound can be similar or the ideas for the lyrics can be similar, but they're different albums, and all of their albums have a concept, and they're different. So I don't think that they're connected in some way, even if they have some similarities, maybe more than if we consider Drones with another album that is not Original Symmetry. For example, if we consider it with, I don't know, The Second Law.
Yeah,
I don't know if I explained it, but I think that they are similar, but as it's the same band, it's the same ideas, but it's different. Every album is different. So they can have maybe same or similar or something in common. I don't know, but they're all concepts. I can speak. Sorry. Concepts are different, and I don't think that they can be connected in some way.
I think that it's clear that they picked up some elements from the past. Even Matt said that they, after the second load, they wanted to go back to the old stuff, but I think in the overall sound, it's really different. Like you don't have tracks like Screenager on Drones or moments like that. It's a different impostation, and I wouldn't really say Drones. It's the second. I was gonna say the second load is the second Origin of Symmetry.
Like it definitely isn't because it's its own album. But like if people compare it to that, you can go deeper and compare it to Simulation Theory because like drones are computers and they could start attacking you because they are. Like, and then in Simulation Theory, it's a bunch of different things. And Simulation Theory is obviously like computers. So it's like, oh, look, they're similar. Why don't you compare them ones as well?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think they could make it maybe closer to the second law, actually, in the meaning I'm talking. Like, it can be a bit closer to the second law, maybe more than actually Origin of Symmetry. But
also to Absolution, I think, because it's really about maybe possible third world war or some apocalypse or just take over by government or so.
Like some sort of apocalyptic future or
yeah.
something. And I really love that about drones. The fact that they imagine the future as something dark, controlled by like something almost like with a very strong government attacking people and people that protest with drones. Yeah, that's the concept. It could be closer to absolution or
I think that I agree with Alessandro. It could be a second origin of symmetry.
Drones would be much better if the last four songs, Revolt, Globalist, Aftermath, and Drones, weren't on the album. Yes or no? You can discuss.
Big no for me.
No.
As I said, The Globalist is like one of my favorite songs because of how it's like built. It's so complex. It's interesting. And I don't think it should be cut out. Like every single song has its place on the album and on the linearity of it. And I think it would be so much lost to just throw out this 4 last song. And I really hate when people say that, because I think they just find the end boring or something, but it's not boring. You just have to look into it a bit.
This song affects the linearity of the album, and I can think about drones without these songs at the end, because I can't imagine it, because now I know that it's like this, and as Lily said, The Globalist it's a complex song and so particular that the way it's built, and it's the same for Drones as the way to close the album, and Aftermath is quite a good song, so
Yeah.
I can't imagine Drones without these 3 songs at the end.
Yeah, but also going back to the first statement, I think a lot of people think The Globalist is actually Citizen Erased too. What do you think about that?
Actually, Matt, I think, said it also. That it's the sequel of Citizen Erased, but I'm not sure. There are some consistent parts in common, like apart from being a long song, like there are some verses in the end, like I think Erase All the Memories, that are close to Citizen Erased. So I would say the songs are similar, but not as a bad thing. Like they have much in common.
Yeah. But the rest things as well?
It's not making the songs, so I guess it would have similarities. Because it's obviously it's not making the songs and doing them, compared to like Second Law, where Chris does some of the songs, which is quite interesting to see. In like all the rest of them, it's Matt making it, so like some things might link to other things because he might take inspiration from its previous albums.
Yeah, the album contains too many rip-offs from other bands like Rage Against the Machine, U2, Queen, The Doors, Depeche Mode, and Prince. What do you think about that? Rage Against the Machine, if you listen to Reapers, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that kind of sounds a bit similar, but I won't say like it's a total rip-off. I think it's kind of a bit...
Similar of what?
The guitar playing, maybe.
Here comes
what
the drums
songs?
Freedom part, you know. You know Freedom from Rage Against the Machine?
No, sorry.
Maybe. I think I know many songs from Rage Against the Machine, but I can't connect them to the name.
Yeah.
But Alessandro, you really like Dead Inside, and do you think it's inspired by bands like Queen or something, or Prince? Because Queen, yes.
Where are they taking that?
Of course, yes, yeah.
Yeah, but like it's kind of close, but you can't say it's a rip-off. It's just like such a small part of the
it's
song.
a rip-off, but more an inspiration or something like.
Yeah,
it's
you can
like
hear
you can see the influence of Queen.
Yeah, like I'd say maybe like, I don't know if you know that song from Queen. There's a song called "The Prophet." I don't know if you know it. It's basically at this point of the song, there are like many voices at the same time, like saying the same thing, but at different times. And I think that must have inspired the last track, Drones. I'm 100% okay with that because it's really, really, really similar.
I think that's nothing more than influence or inspiration, but I don't think that it's so similar to say that the whole album is.
Look at Psycho, for example. You see the riff, the beginning riff is really inspired. I don't know, but I've discussed about it with Fuck Muse, one of the greatest new accounts in the community. But he said it was inspired by Personal Jesus from Depeche Mode.
Yes. I'm sorry, but yes, it sounds similar. I don't know if it's like something they did on purpose or if they were just inspired by it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I can see it.
Roadhouse Blues.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry.
I was gonna say it.
Yeah. I never noticed that before I hear it. So Drones is a great song, but yeah, it is a bit rip-off. I think not everything.
Yeah, that's in Roadhouse Blues. It's played with a different pattern, but in the verse of Psycho, the first two, so dun da dun da dun da da da, the first two times that he does that, it's the same notes of Roadhouse Blues. Then Psycho goes somewhere else with the guitar, and Roadhouse Blues sticks with that, but it's really close. It's the same.
I'm sorry, I don't really know that song from The Doors. I like a lot of songs, but I don't think I know that one.
You have to listen to it. Roadhouse Blues.
And about Prince,
Prince, yeah, I read on the Muse wiki that Dead Inside was a bit Princey. I don't know what Princey, like Prince, Prince. No,
why?
It's pretty clear, I think. But this on Drones, I don't know all songs by Prince, but maybe it could be possible. Thank you all very much for this great moment, and keep listening to Muse, keep loving them, and spread the word around.
Always a Muser.
Yes, that's right. Bye.
I made this T-shirt like 20 minutes before going on this live, so this is like a handmade.
Whoa. Great. Well, thank you. Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.